time for the meditation experience, to take our ideas about God and internalize them, live from them, breathe them, know that they are true for ourselves. Because as I like to say, you can read all of the sacred texts you want, and that is important. But it is only through your direct experience of the God within you for yourself that you know the things you read and study are real and true. And so we take time every Sunday to go within and to remember the truth for ourselves. I have a question for you. Is your heart beating? Are you breathing? And you might say, well, PY, of course my heart is beating and of course I'm breathing. But what I want us to focus on this month is, how is your heart beating? A Course in Miracles says something so beautiful, that my heart is beating in the peace of God. You see, sometimes our nervous system gets deregulated or dysregulated. And so our heart is beating and we're thinking it's beating in stress, and we're thinking it's beating in worry and doubt and fear. But today we get to affirm and know that my heart is beating in the peace of God, that I am surrounded by the love of God, that my breath is breathing, that my heart is beating, and all of this is happening in the peace of God. Take that in for a moment. Many times we think we have to move to and fro, or we become so focused on what's happening out there that it triggers our nervous system to go into anxiety and fear and doubt and worry. But as we affirm today and this month, my heart is beating in the peace of God. This affirmative truth comes from lesson 257. And it's important that we remember that our heart is beating in the peace of God. The Course says, surrounding me is all of the life that God created with its love. All of the life that God created. All of the life that is teeming in the ocean, that is moving through the air and through the atmosphere. All of the life is beating in the love of God. It calls to me in every heartbeat and in every breath, in every action and in every thought. Peace fills my heart and floods my body. Let us focus today on allowing our heart to beat in the peace of God, to allow it to flood our system. There's so much out there that can dysregulate if we focus on it. But we bring our focus inward to the truth. We slow everything down, and we remember that our heart is beating in the peace of God. So from this place of knowing, from this place of remembering if we've forgotten, from this place of allowing our heart to beat in a loving environment, let us prepare for meditation. Go ahead and look around the room. Notice where you are. And even as you look around the room, your heart continues to beat, and it continues to beat in the peace of God. From this place of safety, security, and knowing, plant the palms on the tops of the thighs and allow your eyelids to close. As we let go of the external, as we go within, allow your breath to be your guide and allow your heart to beat in the peace of God. Let's take a few rounds of breath just to notice right where we are that the heart is beating, the breath is flowing, and that peace is here now. And whether our breath appears to be deep or appears to be shallow, it matters not, for the breath is moving and the heart is beating. We make no judgment. We just allow the love of God to beat our heart. Allow the love of God to be the breath that is our breath. Beautiful, everyone. Now let's take conscious control of the breath. Just as we can control our thoughts, we can control our breath. Let's send the focus of our attention and our breath deep into the low belly. So drop that breath and that focus of attention nice and low. And as we prepare to breathe together, let us also prepare to allow our hearts to beat together in the peace of God. From this place of knowing and focus, we're going to breathe together, inhaling for a count of 4, holding for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4, and then relaxing in this peaceful environment for 4. Together, breathing in, hold for 4. And open the mouth, relax the jaw, release whatever is inhibiting your peace for 4. And rest as you return to the peace of your beating heart. Together, inhale through the nostrils, dropping the breath nice and deep. And hold for 4. Open the mouth, relax, and release the breath. And settle into the peace. In through the low belly, now up through the rib cage, expanding the sides of the body, making more room for breath. And hold for 4. Relax the jaw and release the breath. Sigh it out. And settle into the peace. In through the low belly, up through the rib cage, expanding the sides, and now the front and the back of the body, sending breath where it is needed, slowing everything down, feeling your beating heart, and holding and sigh it out. And relax. In through the low belly, up through the rib cage, now allowing the breath to rise to the heart center, that beating heart that is pulsating peace throughout your nervous system. Hold it there. And without collapsing the body, keeping the heart open, exhale. And experience the peace. One more time, in through the low belly, up through the rib cage, and allowing the breath to rise and connect to that beating heart. Across the front of the body and the back of the body. Hold there. And release. Sigh it out. and relax. Let's practice this deep flow of breath. Let's slow it down more to experience how it feels to slow down the beating heart and that it is still allowing peace to move through your nervous system. Inhaling in through the nose for a count of 6, holding and slowing it down on the exhale through the nostrils for a count of 6. Together, inhale. Hold. And releasing it through the nostrils, nice and easy. And rest. Let's practice a few rounds of this deep breath, this connected breath, this intentional breath, as it connects every aspect of our breath to our heart, and the peace floods our nervous system in and out through the nostrils for a few rounds. Beautiful everyone. Nothing can disturb our peace because it is connected to our beating heart. The love that God is surrounds us, fills us with peace. And so we are open and receptive to more peace now as we send the focus of our attention and more relaxation throughout our body. Allow your focus to be on the feet. Maybe you inhale and exhale, raising the heels or wiggling the toes, whatever feels good. And as you do so, you notice there might be some tension there. In non-judgment and in complete love and support, stop the movement, relax the feet. As we relax the feet, they connect to the earth beneath us, to the divine feminine that anchors us. And we let that energy of love and peace flow up through the soles of the feet, across the ankles. Relax the ankles. Unobstructed, that energy wants to move. It wants to feel and flood your body with peace. As it flows across the shins and the calves, relax the shins and the calves. The energy flows across the knees. In our flexibility, we open to more peace. Relax the knees. Energy flows across the thighs and the glutes and the hamstrings. These large muscles sometimes get really constricted as we are seated and supported. Relax the thighs, the glutes, and the hamstrings. And with that energy gathered at the base of the spine, we continue to give it permission to rise. As we inhale, the energy moves in and up. And we exhale and allow the energy to move in and up. And we exhale and allow. Our heart continues to beat and the peace continues to move as we inhale, exhale, and allow. Let that energy flow in and up, and up, and up, giving it permission to move in and up, and up, and out the crown of our head. We become an open channel for peace to flood our body, to connect us to each other, to send the beacon of love throughout the galaxy. And now give yourself permission to receive it as it flows back down through the crown, across the third eye, down the throat, and rest nice and gently on the shoulders, giving them permission to relax. It flows down the arms and out the fingertips. My heart is beating in the peace of God. Your heart is beating in the peace of God. Let that rhythmic, eternally moving peace fill you now. Scan your body, and if there is any place where there is still tension, it's okay. We send love and peace and light there in non-judgment. I will monitor the time. You just take the inward journey. And if the mind wanders, it's okay. We are compassionate and kind to our wandering mind. And we use our affirmative thought to bring us back. My heart is beating in the peace of God. Your heart is beating in the peace of God. Our heart is collectively beating in the peace of God now. With our eyelids still closed, let us hear these words from Lesson 267. My heart beats and brings me peace. Each breath infuses me with strength. I am the loving messenger of God and held forever quiet and at peace within its loving arms. Each heartbeat calls on the name of God, and I am assured that I am at home in God. My heart beats in the peace of God. It does not or is not impacted by the external environment. It continues to beat and consistently and eternally is held in the peace of God. Let us bring that peace back with us now. If the palms are turned up, go ahead and turn them down. And inhale, drawing the shoulders up by the ears. As we open the front of the chest, the shoulder blades draw back and down. Inhale, drawing the shoulders again up by the ears, nice elongated spine. Exhale, releasing the shoulder blades back and down. One more time. Inhale, full breath. Exhale, releasing the shoulder blades nice and gently back and down. Bring the palms together at heart center. And nice and gentle, if you are able, bow the chin towards the fingertips. And again, you notice an opening along the base of the spine, all the way up the neck, crown of the head. And from this place of peace and centeredness, allow the eyelids to open. Inhale, raise the chin, raise the gaze. Exhale, release the breath. Maintain the peace. Namaste.